Your favourite brown creator, Jus Reign, has released his series on Crave. Problem we have gotten is we are based here in the UK, so how do we get a hold of this? He DM'd me and he said he had to do some very convoluted way to get it.
So Indy, do it and then give me the simpler solution.
I did a knock on it, I'm not doing it for you.
I love it when you say that phrase.
It's true though. Welcome to this week's episode of the Indy and Doctor podcast. I'm nursing a heavy cold, but it is what it is. The show continues. Karan kedda, sat sri akal. You're wearing orange, I'm wearing pink. Look at us contrasting colours.
Good mitro. Yes. I think the expression is the show must go on.
What did I say?
I don't know. You didn't say that though. Rewind everyone.
Okay.
I felt like you were going to say it and then you went, oh. It's like the ball. You know when you shoot the basket and you think you're looking at it like Gaya, fall short.
Air ball.
Yeah, that's what you call it, air ball. Yeah, there's a couple of I think Sanji's got the footage where we were at that staycation. You know, he hit me in the face with the ball. But when brilliant. That's brilliant, wasn't it? It's brilliant. It's brilliant because I was giving a bump to the camera. I was like, you know what time it is. And then
life comes at you quickly, mate.
Oh, the correction, man. The correction. It's just that. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. The fact that there was no bruising, no blood, like it just hit me at such a odd angle, didn't it? But then you lined up, and I was like, all right, here's Mr. Pop Shot with his little, like flimsy hands, and then just no range at all, was there? No range at all. You were like,
doesn't matter. It is what it is. I admit
no,
my flaws.
Listen, no, mate, pro baller. Okay, I can't remember which episode you said
it was
that.
a pro baller. You know what? You just stop running with this.
What did you
just stop running with this propaganda?
Did you say?
That's
this
the
narrative.
Yeah?
Narrative. Yeah. Oh, I remember what you said. You're speaking to Dino.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I said I play basketball, but not professionally.
Yeah, just to be clear, just in case you thought that with my dodgy back, with my dodgy back, and the fact that if they call my name, Indy, right? How your eyes chaldi nahi?
Yeah, chalda hai. 2020 vision.
Okay, baby. So
only one in my family that has 2020 vision, holding strong.
There you go.
Without glasses, sorry. Everyone has 20/20 vision with glasses. Yes, sorry. I need to correct that before people get upset.
All right. So yeah. What else in the Peritainment segment? So I haven't worn this top since about lockdown. It was my kind of lockdown year.
Go-to.
Yeah, and I saw it and I was like, hello, my old friend. Haven't seen
this is mine as well. Go-to.
Was it? There you go, guys. It's as if we planned it, huh? And we do spend a lot of time on the phone together, but we don't talk about Kapre.
Well, it didn't happen today. You had a power cut, so there you go.
We will get to that. That was quite an interesting thing. Prepper was ready, was prepped. The only variable that's hard to account for is Ekam was on me, and I was like, okay. Now, I mean, this is the thing. When you become a dad, right, and I'm right-handed, I have learned how to do most things now with my left hand.
Yeah.
Like Indy, like operating the phone. The thing I always forget is my phone will be in my right jib, right? You know what jib means?
Yep. Pocket.
You know what people say in
I thought it was jib.
Slang. Yeah, that's in the pocket. Jib is pocket. Jib chapade. Put it in the pocket. Yeah, in the pocket. Huh? You gotta. I think that's what you remember is Punjabi, like top spin. And like in the pocket, I just do these hand movements.
These weird little things. It sticks in my head.
It sticks in your head, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, I got to commend you on the editing of the Sham Nudapere. It's brilliant.
Which one?
Sham Nudapere.
No, Commander boy Bundan and Commander other boy Hussein. Those two, man, they smashed it.
Very good. It was very good editing, boys. So thank you so much for that. But what people were saying slang for J was it JB though?
Ooh.
JB, not jalebi. JB. Right. So JB. What was my point? Right. Yeah. So my phone will be in my right pocket. Then I've got EK. And then I'm like, oh man, now I've got to do like this whole commando kind of hot the pitch, get the phone. And then what I do is I end up like pushing it at the so it gets to the top of the pocket. And then I'm like, get it. And they just falls out. I'm like, yes, I got it out. And then I get it.
This is how I feel when I have shopping in one hand. And then my keys are in the wrong pocket. And I'm like, God. And I always get it wrong every time. I think, I've got them in the right pockets before I start picking up the shopping. And you're like, oh, shit. I'm putting things out.
Give me a, because I know the flat is. I know you try and do it all in one go from the bottom to the thing. Tell me, both hands are shopping bags?
No, it's always one now.
Right, okay. And is it like a on your shoulder type bag?
No,
What kind of bag
straight hand.
Bag for life?
Hand.
Just a bag for life?
All the big bags for life. The not even the Tesco ones. It's the the big heavy duty ones. The ones that are actually made out of fabric.
Yeah. But they're open. They're not the ones you can zip over and close.
Yes, they're Kodla. Yes.
Potentially worth investing in the zip ones. Very good. That's one thing I'd say. The second thing is your chubby. Have you ever thought about using a carabiner?
Your little clip.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. However, when I go food shopping, I'm in joggers, so it wouldn't work.
As in, you're thinking, where would you clip it? Okay. That was something to consider. A new thing I've started doing is for my gym bag, at the front, I put a carabiner, so my chubby and my water bottle just go in there. So I'm hands-free going into the gym, pure gym. You got to scan your code thing to get in.
I could do it with my little man bag satchel.
Do you operate with that outside of holidays?
Yeah, I operate with it to go out and about now, on the way to the gym. When I go food shopping, it's just easier. It means I have nothing in my pockets, so no pickpockets.
Interesting. I didn't know you done as one of those guys.
It's so useful.
Although that first day in the staycation when we were about to do that, remember that walk we did when we got lost and we went off the map completely?
Yeah.
You came dressed in, was it a PSG's kit or something?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Didn't you, like head to toe? Yes. And then I was like, Indy. And this is where Indians become really like, Punjabis become really like mindful of surroundings. Like we're up north, right? It's a proper like Gora area. We're a nice part of town. I'm like, Indy, can you please remove the hood from your head? And my man's there. He's got all black everything. He's got his hood up, got his man bag like coming across here. He's got his hands in his pockets like this rude boy. I'm like, will you just have some sharam, man? Will you have some decorum?
It looked fantastic.
You're scaring all the Gori, okay?
That's the point. What is going on? I'm supposed to come in and interrupt.
They're like here. They're like, yes, one of them's here. I think he's performing some sort of training camp. They seem to be taking a pregnant woman as well. I'm not sure what's happening here. The other one seems to be a doctor. He's okay. Yeah.
Seems to be a doctor. What gave it away?
And then
it's not like you're walking around with a stethoscope around your neck.
Dr. Jazz. Dr. Jazz.
Mate, if I got you that as a headband, you would wear it every day.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, you are being looked at right now by your wife, aren't you? That's all.
Shindy,
you need to go.
What do you need? That's it.
Speak to me, wife. Tell me what you need.
Oh, Shindy's getting a bottle.
Oh dear.
Lala.
Oh dear.
What? And then do what? No, are you making something with it? Okay, so team, Saturday viewers, listeners, Shindy may appear in the corner somewhere. She's going to make some dud in that corner there. Now, that was quite interesting because when we didn't have the electricity, that would not have been possible, would it? More about that later. Right. Are you ready?
Yeah, come on, hurry up.
This can be interesting now because actually the confessions about Shindy, she might be in the room. This has never ever happened. Woo!
You're going to get your ass kicked.
Ooh, confessions of Brown Monday.
So loud. Carry on. I'm going to get a tissue. Go on.
Wow. I could have longed it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 confessions of Brown Monday. Are you wearing shorts?
Yes.
Why the hell are you wearing shorts? It's not your thing. Stand up. Let's see those little
the flat's decently warm all the time. You know this all year round. That's why I wear shorts.
Even with the storm, sadi bijli jai jandi hai. But your flat is like a cooker oven, isn't it? Just never gets cold.
Thank you.
Well, you wait. The winter's coming for you. Winter is coming for you, Dickie.
Winter's already come and gone. I'm okay.
No. Tera hoya nahi hale, hona tera.
No, okay.
Winter is coming. Then I'm going to see, you're going to be like Joey. You're going to have all the kapde on.
All the layers.
I'm like, Indy, thodi heating la de hai na? No, paji. No. Heating or eating. You pick. Keda karna
I'm going to do the exact opposite of what you did.
What you said.
What are you going to do? Show me all my clothes?
Right, come on, banana Shindy. It's okay. The listeners are going to get to hear a confession which is about you whilst you're in the room. She may even rebuttal. Right, so there she is in the back. That's a muslin on her shoulder. Right, so what happened? We were at a restaurant. Tika, we're at a nice restaurant, Selfridges. Tika, oh, she's laughing. She knows what it's about. We're at Selfridges, Indy, in the ballroom. And at the top, there's a nice Italian restaurant, which the name escapes me. What is it called?
Why don't you ask your wife? She's in the background.
Shindy, what's the name of the restaurant? Fumo. So they got one which is restaurant. So like the main one, and the thing is this is the smaller one. Really nice. We got EK. We have this nice table on the side. We're having a khana. Khana comes out very quick, right? We had our starters, mains are there.
Yeah, because
Everything's
they want to
there.
get you out of there, mate. They got more customers to serve.
That is a good point. That's probably what it was. But excellent service, right? Another guy there, Giovanni, great manager. Very good.
Real name?
Anyway, no real name. He's Italian, like Giovanni. Eh?
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I go there, drop a bit of Italian.
Did you put on the accent? A bit of cultural appropriation there by Dr. Jazz, yeah?
Buongiorno. And he's like, that's Shindy. Buongiorno. And I'm like, buongiorno, grazia, prego.
Shindy's absolutely right to do that, but yeah, okay.
No. But I think he appreciates. He's like, I like the fact that you're saying it properly. Anyway. So khana aa gaya. ठीक है? And at this point, I think EK is having to feed. So Shindy's feeding at this point. And so I know now that my job is eat your khana as quick as you can so you can be available to do whatever.
Yes.
So my khana kha liya.
Just going to be really quick. Is that going to beep a lot in the background?
No, it's done now. It's the last beep.
Oh, okay, thank you. Jeez, okay.
Shindy, Indy's getting angry. Ooh.
No, the listener experience, man. Hi.
Oh, it's not about the listener. They're happy. They understand what the baby's about. But Indy is not happy. That's the key.
Get to the point so I can rebut it.
Okay,
thinking ahead.
So with no intentionality here planned, as in there's no malice in what I did next, I said to Shindy, I was like, do you want me just to cut up your food for you?
You want me to cut your food up for you? How old are you? 4?
No, you're missing the point, Indy. When it lands, you're actually going to get it. Remember, she's got EK, so it's easier to eat if the food's cut up. That's a nice thing to do. It's not, I'm not taking the piss that she can't eat.
It felt like you were taking the piss, but okay.
No, to which she said, why don't you just take Ikam and then I can eat? And I was like, oh, yes.
Mind blown. Oh.
Shindy?
You had finished your food.
Shindy said, I'd finished my food, yes.
Yes.
And then you're then offering just to cut up my food.
He said, you're just offering to cut up the food when you can take the baby and I can have my food normally. Therefore not requiring. But the fact that you only offered to cut up the food. So I'll sit there with the baby with cut up food and I'll eat when baby's on one shoulder and you just sit there playing on your phone and doing podcast related things.
You horrible, horrible husband.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Look, your twin.
How did you not think to help your wife out in her moment of need?
See, this is what I'm saying now. This was no intention. I was trying to be helpful in my head.
It
I was
not
like,
intentional. Oh, of course not. No.
No,
it's not intentional. My hands don't work, but let me just cut your food up for you. Oh. I can't hold my daughter. No.
The thought did not come to my head. She was there.
It's the thought that didn't count.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, well, yeah, that's not going down well, is it? So, anywho, so eventually, with much persuasion, that's a joke. I took EK, went for a little walk, and she
begrudgingly.
Not begrudgingly. Don't say things like that. I'm going to get comments from people like, oh, doctor, tu to apne bachche nu sambhal ke nahi rakha.
Child services, hello.
Yeah, not good. Right, so that was confession number 1. Right, now confession number 2. Confession number 2 is, in our household, everyone is so competitive when it comes to Ekam sleeping. Right?
Okay.
What I mean by that is, say you're here, Indy, Tika. Ika's had a feed, she's chilled out. She's on your shoulder. Out. Right? And then let's say Sanj walks in. La 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 la. Indy, I want to hold Ekam. And you're like, sure, no problem. You have no problem with that. You pass Ekam to Sanj. Ekam wakes up. Right? What people tend to say is, Mere na to sutti pai si. Then she went to you awake. And so in my house, like for example, it's mainly Meher. Meher's like, when I have EK, she just sleeps. I have this magic touch. Right? Now, the other funny thing here is that there's like a ranking system as well. Like mom outranks everybody.
Of course she does. Experience.
Yeah, no, not because of that reason. Yeah, fine. Seniority as well. But if, say, Meher has Ekam, and for example, I don't know, Ekam lets out the littlest like cough or like a funny noise, mom will swoop in and be like, oh, that's how it starts. Let me just. She's got Ekam. Then she settles. There's nothing wrong with her. She settles very quickly. And then Meher will be like, oh, mom, can I have it? Nope. And then mom will just walk off. And Meher's like, mom does it every time.
I lost my chance.
That's it. So there you go. Man.
Do you believe in this hierarchical system, or do you think it's simply because you've taken the baby off skin to skin warmth and then they're like wide awake?
Yeah, maybe. See, and you can ask Kenny, you can ask Meher about this. Everyone seems to think that I have a problem giving up Akam. They're like, Shindy is very like happy, like yeah, take it. And
Yeah,
apparently,
Shindy
I'm
sees it all
very,
the time, man.
I'm very clingy. That is a very good point. That is a very good point, Indy. You know, when
Yes,
I
it
come
is.
home, it's
When you
it's
come
my
home, you're like,
time.
oh, playtime.
It's playtime. Well, we do part time first, and then it's playtime. And yeah, she's always happy when she sees Dada. We did counting yesterday. I'll send you the video. It was really cute, man.
Has
I was
she
basically
ever been
counting.
unhappy with anyone yet?
I mean, Chacha. She really doesn't like Chacha.
I mean, that's not true at all, but okay.
Oh, well, how was she
Not
with
true at
you?
all.
How
She
was
was
she with
fine.
you?
She was fine.
Was she awake though? It doesn't count if she's asleep. There's nothing to protest about.
Yeah, I burped
the
her,
question.
and then I had her on my shoulder. It's
Oh,
fine.
well done. Okay, that's fine. I mean, she vomited on Raj. So I don't know
Nice.
what do you think of that? So I mean, he's a Chacha. So yeah, you know, maybe it's 'cause
Real
it's
big
Rodon.
data sect you got there, mate. 2 people.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
it.
Wow.
that's
enough for a scientific analysis there.
That's what we call a sizable study, Indy. Good sample size. Oh, it's so funny. I saw Raj and Shiraj on the weekend, and Shiraj whispered to me, Massi. I was like, yeah, don't worry. We won't say in public. And then Raj was there, and he got triggered just like you. I'm like, Jassi. He's like, no, what? What is this? No. And he's like proper.
He's correct. Judges unite, man. I'm telling you.
He was like,
we're going to start a movement, mate. Judges unite. That's it. This is what it is.
All right. Black Panther, Pink Panther. Oh shit,
Listen,
Pink Panther. That's you.
None of that. I'm making
Panther.
this my own movement. Stopping
Panther.
the Massi movement. That's what it is. Stopping the Massi movement. Thank you.
You got something against Massi, huh?
No, I'm saying stopping the conversion to
Why-
Massi. Okay, there you go.
Conversion. Oh shit, it's
Yeah.
conversion now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think I'm
Stick to your actual hereditary terms. Okay.
Oh, you
You
think
can't
I'm
be changing the game like this.
I'm converting Chacha to Massi. That's the game, yeah.
Yeah, stop it. Judges, get it right. Judges.
Wow, it's like, are you classifying this some form of grooming or something? Is that what I'm doing now?
No, I'm not doing that at all. You can classify it how you want. I'm just saying stop it.
Are you saying I'm grooming Chacha into being a Massi? Is that what you're saying?
You can take it however you want, mate.
Sure, I like that conversion. Well, I'm pretty successful at the moment. I'm 2 for 2. So, yeah.
Okay, mate. Okay.
Sorry, you don't believe
Sure.
the Sanj is a Massi? You
No.
really think she's a Chacha?
I will die on this fucking hill. Okay, I will die. On it.
No. What I mean is, she will say whatever you want her to say to keep you happy. I'm saying, in her heart of hearts, do you think she thinks she's a Chachi? Does she feel like a Chachi? That's what I'm asking you. You can see, she'll say whatever
In
time you
her
want to
heart
say.
of hearts, she thinks Diljit's going to marry her.
This
It's not going to happen.
Well, possibility.
Not going to happen, mate.
Possibility the hegi hai. Anything can happen. You never know which way the wind is blowing, my friend.
It's not going to happen, mate.
I think you'd step aside. You're like,
I was like, where are you going with this?
Bhai, those are great. I can't compete, bhai. Yeah.
No, I'm
ਤੁਸੀਂ
good.
ਏਦਾਂ
I'm
ਕਰੋ
holding my territory.
you know be you like here's my condition you ਭਾਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋ ਚਲੋ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਮਾਈਕ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਦਾ ਪੜਕਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਫਾਲੋ ਕਰੋ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ 1 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਪਲੱਸ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬਰ ਮਿਲੇ ਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੋਟੀ ਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਘਰ ਵਾਲੀ ਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੈਂਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਬਸ that's it.
Some things in life are priceless.
Deal or no deal, my friend. Deal or no
Some
deal.
things in life are priceless, and I can't accept that deal. Thank you.
Good. मैं check करता सी where you
Thank
put
you.
the hierarchy podcast
Yeah.
versus Sanj. It's very close in your
Yes.
mind, isn't it?
Yes.
Close in your mind, yeah.
Also,
Okay,
the click-through conversion rate of a shout-out on Coachella will not cut it.
Oh God, it's on Sanj,
Amateur behavior.
indie party, Sanj. Ooh, podcast and Karan. Tell me the.
Sanj called you my other half the other day, so you know.
Ooh, so I'm up there.
It's true. The podcast is a vehicle for me and you to remain friends. Close friends, some would say.
It's more of your predatory talk again, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not even predator. That's just
stop
facts.
it. Just stop it.
It's true.
Like he sat there and he thought, how do I make this guy a long-term friend? What I'm going to do is I'm going to create this ruse, right? And the ruse is going to be, oh yeah, podcast kar lenge, hai na? And he just enticed me, didn't he? His little
This guy
breadcrumbs
thinks
on
I'm doing it for
floor.
the shits and gigs, yeah? No. I did not give up my weekend editing audio that I'd never learnt before for the shits and gigs to spend time with you. Don't flatter yourself, big man, okay?
Would you now change your stance on why you, not maybe why you started the podcast, we know what that is, but why you continue to do the podcast? Has the reason changed now?
No, it's still the same.
Still the same? You don't think you've come a long way with that initial stutter thing?
Initial stutter thing, yeah, of course. But the most recent up-to-date one that will not be disclosed on this podcast is that still stands.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but here you go. Fine.
Thank you. The most recent reason why I do this.
You probably told me, but I'm not remembering. You give me the wink signal.
I am giving you the wink, but you're not getting the wink.
ठीक है बात कोनी बात दास नहीं.
Let's move this on.
चलो ठीक है. तेरी confession की है.
So, other day.
Sorry.
Ooh, correction. Like it. Because Kenny's going to come
actually, let's. Oh yeah, Kenny, that little panoya. Oh yeah, you said 29 was unni when it's unati. I was like, you little Kenny, right? Calling me out on that little voice note. He said to me, I called him out on that, him calling me out in that group we've got, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was in work mode. That's why I sounded really abrupt." I was like, "All right, mate. All right, fine,
sure." Okay, so I live with a Bhangra head called Sanghera.
Yes, proper Bhangra head.
All week, blasting pretty much the same songs now. I could name you her playlist
Leo.
Quite thoroughly. Yeah. Leo?
Shub's new album, EP?
Kingship? Not going on it yet, no. I think it's still got an Orjala, still AP, still a bit of Shub, still some Diljit. I've heard it all, okay? I know what songs are coming. I enjoy them. I'm very happy.
What I don't understand. You can't have it with I'm very happy.
What I don't understand is the need to watch the top 10 played songs of the week on Britasia as well, which are repeating the same songs that she has listened to.
Sorry, she watched it or listens to it?
I understand. She watched it the other day. She found out that Britasia comes on our TV now, and she started watching it.
Maybe she's doing that because it's validating. Like, she listens to the songs, but now she's like, something else, some big entity recognizes my choices.
It could well be. But then I sat and thought, this isn't actually about her. It's about Britasia as an entity. What do they stand for now as like a company? Because it used to be you go onto Britasia and you'd see all the latest music videos and you'd be like, oh, this is wicked. Yeah, cool. I made it onto Britasia. You're really happy. Shit, even I made it onto Britasia Garden, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. This is great. But what does it stand for now? Like, if I say to you Britasia, what do you think?
Yeah, I think more like kind of discussion type shows and call-in type things.
But have you ever sat and watched a call-in show or a discussion show on Britasia?
No, not
so. Does it stand for that then? Does it?
Not for a while. I know Harvey and True School did some stuff back in the day, talking about nasha and drugs and that kind of stuff. So that stuff was good. But you're right. Now music lives on YouTube or Spotify or wherever it is. There's multiple platforms. So yeah, that's a very good point. So how has the medium evolved to stay relevant? Is your question?
Yeah, I feel like it's now the only route that they can potentially go down is either working with content creators and doing on the street stuff, which they have. The Gora who speaks really good Punjabi, he does some good on the street reels, conversations with people or interviewing those that are going into Bhangra venues for like a show. That's also a good medium. I feel like it's more like a culture platform instead, like a bigger culture movement for what they're going for. Because I feel like Spotify came along and just completely trampled on them, where they just said, okay, I'm going to make custom playlists to everyone. You can't beat that.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know about you, man, but when I consume music, it's like it's very rare. I think we've spoken about this maybe like 100 episodes ago, but it's like people who put the Punjabi song on, but they have the TV on and they want to watch the video. As I don't get it. You're wasting TV. To me, that's a waste of TV. Just play the song on the soundbar and listen to it. I don't need to see these videos. They're all the same.
Actually, some of the videos now have evolved to a point where they're actually really good. So Diljit's videos are very well edited. You know how you do some reaction videos? I couldn't react to it because I look at it and I think a lot of this editing is quite flawless. Fair enough. The story is still a little bit wonky, but the editing and the effects are very, very top tier.
He's going more and more compatible with Sanj. Great editing. Tick.
It's true though.
It's
like
true.
You sit and watch it and you think, all right, this is very respectable how it's evolved now to this point.
But still, I don't think I could sit there and I don't watch that much TV anyway. I don't know how you consume TV now. Mine is all very much, it's rarely on the TV itself. It's like iPads and mobile devices, and it's like roti.
Your
having
mic's
roti,
like
put it
playing
on.
up, Garan. Have you unplugged something?
I
The
don't
back
think
or the
so.
bottom?
I haven't touched anything. Is it coming through?
Yeah, it's coming through, but it's like
Yeah.
cutting out a little bit. But all right, don't worry, carry on.
Yeah, so the way I consume now is very much on the go. Cleaning something, doing something else, task-based things on background. Very rare that I actually come and sit. And if I do come and sit, it's not to watch a Bhangra song, man. So yeah, I just don't know where that leaves Punjabi music in terms of being on TV. I agree. Because it's like obviously these other channels like ZTV and all that stuff, they all have plays, don't they? They have plays and dramas. And it's like, do Punjabi dramas even exist? I don't even know.
I think I'm the same, where I only watch stuff on my phone now. I find it more convenient to watch something on my phone than put it on the TV. And Sanj even made a point of saying, why do you sit with your phone on, but you don't
In front of
put it on the
TV.
TV? I'm like, because it's hassle. She even got my phone and said, look, I'm going to put it on the screen. And she puts the phone in the corner of the TV and says, you could fit about 40 of these phones on this screen. And the screen's bigger. Why don't you just use this one? I said, because that screen is not here in front of me in my hand. That's why.
I can imagine her saying that like that as well.
Yes.
40 Indy.
I mean, she doesn't sound like that, but okay.
I know. I'm a bit of a sad one. But I think she doesn't sound like us either. Like she's got obviously a London-based accent. 40.
Yes.
How does she say 40? How does Sam say 40?
I don't know.
Well, try it then. Come on.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh.
Thinking.
Indy. Say it
40.
again? Yeah, Indy. She'll call it Indy.
She'll be like, Indy. Oh,
That's it.
okay.
That's it.
I'm in trouble.
That's it.
Yeah. Even your eyes lit up when I said it.
And then she does the thing with the eyes. This. She's like, before you came to this flat, everything was fine. And you come along.
It didn't smell like man. That's what she says to me now. It doesn't smell like nice and fresh. It smells like BO and farts. I was like, yeah.
I don't know
This
if
is
that is
what the
BO and
guys
farts.
like.
Or it's just you walking around with your feet out, man. This is just to care.
It's not even the feet. It's just my BO and farts. That's it. Every guy has the same problem. BO and farts. It is what it is.
But everything comes from your feet, man. I'm telling you. Care nothing.
Everything what, sorry?
Everything comes from feet. Your feet, specifically.
You need to leave the feet alone, man. The feet did nothing to you.
We'll talk about it later. Seriously. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's jump into the next segment.
Childhood.
Hanji Paji, I have a question specifically for the doctor in Dr. Jazz.
That's
So,
Hanji.
Right.
Right.
Do we agree that it is... Here we go.
This is
Do
what
we
lawyers
agree
do.
that it is unethical?
Is it
for
fair to
somebody-
say?
Do we think it is unethical for somebody to queue jump an operation in the NHS
define queue jump?
where they get skipped ahead and have priority access compared to somebody else on a waiting list?
Unless there's a reason. There could be a reason for that.
Give me
based
those
on priority, isn't
reasons. Like, life-threatening.
No, that's different. So, look, if somebody has an emergency operation, it's not planned. They just rock up to hospital, problem, they get operated. Yeah, fine. If you're a planned operation on that day, yes, you might get bumped off because of that emergency. But even within the elective list, there may be a reason. So for some people, for example, what's an example here? Okay, let's say there's somebody who's going to have a planned amputation for a diabetic foot.
Yeah.
Let's say, right, it's a black foot. But for whatever reason, it's got worse much quickly, so they have to bring that surgery forward. In that scenario, that then would bump up, for example. So as in, my point is, there's no hard and fast rule. I understand your point, but there are instances where it may be prudent to have somebody else have an operation. But in general, no, it shouldn't happen, no.
Okay. So
give me the
context.
context.
Can you tell me your thoughts on the Royals jumping the queue on the NHS to go and have their operations done last week?
Did they, or did they go privately?
They were both done on the NHS.
How do you know that?
That's what they said. Let me just do a little quick Google to confirm, yeah? Did the Princess of Wales have her op on the NHS? It is still
Probably better
loading.
looking at which hospital it happened at.
But that doesn't matter, does it?
Sometimes you can have private work done at NHS hospitals, but most of the time, it's private work. It's done in a private hospital.
Okay.
It'll be a separate entity.
Have her operation. Where did she have her operation? The London Clinic.
That sounds pretty private, if I'm going to be honest.
The London Clinic, NHS.
What do you type? Is
it
the
the
London
NHS?
Clinic private?
The London Clinic and NHS partner to keep. Okay, they are working together. Interesting. It was a private hospital. Okay. What about the King? So
the other thing, just before you go, you search for King Charles. With Princess of Wales, I've read somewhere where her recovery, no, not her recovery, her hospital stay in hospital following the operation was 2 weeks. And then she'd be off royal duties till at least April. Now, the point of speculation here is, Indy, with modern surgery, most of the time, it's what we call day case surgery. You come in the morning, you have an operation, we discharge you.
Then you leave, innit? Yeah.
Right? There is really, unless it's a big operation, there is not a reason to keep somebody in. For example, let me give you an example. Somebody has a bypass operation on their heart. Following that work, open shares, you go to a cardiac ITU, intensive care unit, and you're there because that is, you'll be there for a while. That's an example of where you can't just be discharged after having it done. So I don't know the nature of this. Obviously, they haven't disclosed it. They said abdominal surgery. That could mean a lot of different things.
Yes.
Right. And I'm actually questioning whether it was planned elective or whether this is semi-emergency. So following that point there may have been a reason for her to be escalated. But so that's one. I don't think the nature of what she had was elective. And number two, I think she had it done privately.
Then in which case, I can't clarify where the King had his done. But if for argument's sake now, he did have his done on the NHS and the waiting lists are meant to be 2 years long, is it right for somebody to potentially skip ahead?
Is it 2 years for everything?
It depends, doesn't it? On your...
Exactly.
It depends on your, what's the word? Your field of expertise, the demand in there.
It's called a specialty, yes. That's correct, Indy. And it's a prostate
procedure. Yes. He had an enlarged prostate. Which is quite normal for someone at 75, isn't it?
Exactly. Every man will have an enlarged prostate to some degree. So that's what we call BPH, benign prostate hyperplasia, big prostate. Big prostate, squishing on your urethra, the urethra comes out, difficulty starting, poor flow, incomplete evacuation, having to then go multiple times. These are common symptoms. All men listening to this, these are things you should be aware of, right? Waking up in the night to go and nocturia, having to go and wee. But some people with a big prostate can also have prostate cancer. Okay, so that's what we have to differentiate. So again, I don't know how much has been disclosed. Had this been aggressive prostate cancer, then he'd need a quicker operation.
I would hope that the same courtesy is extended to normal members of the public as well, not just because he's a royal.
So in the UK, anybody who's suspected cancer is referred to what we call the 2-week wait.
I've heard about this. Yeah, is that held to? Is that airtight, or is that sometimes open?
It's pretty good. I mean, in terms of, obviously, I'm not involved in the surgical aspect of things. I don't think it's within 2 weeks you have the operation, but for example, it's more to do with 2 week to diagnosis. So then there isn't a delay. Because remember, let's just talk about cancer quickly in general. If we suspect somebody has cancer, say somebody comes in, they're coughing up blood, right? And we're like, okay, this could be lung cancer in a smoker. We do chest x-ray, which I can do very quickly while somebody comes to hospital, has a suspicious shadow. I need to then confirm that with the CT. CT will get done maybe 1-2 days. Following the CT, they may need to do a biopsy, which will be a procedure. Biopsy comes back, we look under the microscope, this is cancer cells. We then need to have a meeting with all the specialists, radiologist, surgeon, cancer doctors, plan chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgical intervention. They need to have the meeting, then call the patient in, and then discuss treatment options. So within 2 weeks, it's confirmed diagnosis. It is cancer, it's not cancer, and then the planning goes on. But once it is, then see when people talk about the 2 year, there is, but for elective things that aren't going to kill you, knee needs doing, osteoarthritis, probably ear-related things as well. It's different for cancer is obviously given a lot more
direct line.
A lot more direct line. Yeah, normally because the prognosis, obviously, it's much more aggressive, isn't it? Now, the other option is, which people obviously use as well. If you have means and people go privately, if they don't wait 2 years and you want your Gorda doing your hip doing, then you go and pay and you get it done.
Yeah, but it's expensive, man.
Absolutely.
Not as expensive as
That's what I
America,
said.
but it's still a bit pricey.
Yeah, that's why I said if you have means, then that's the way. If you don't want to wait,
I like how you say the word means.
Paise.
Hmm.
No,
If you have the dollar, yeah.
If you know the banda like यार मैंने private ते करते हैं ना उत्थे है ना तेनू मैं मिक्सी खिलाना कोई नहीं.
That must have happened to some people. They must have been given like some like out of clinic massaging to get them up the list.
Maybe I saw because you're a marketer man. I saw a Facebook ad running against some sort of consultant in so it's basically like those legal firms that like claim today type people. So it's like
Don't delay, claim today.
have you been operated on this surgeon, brown surgeon in Warsaw on your shoulder within the last 10 years? If you have, contact us. You might be yeah. And I was like,
that's a very specific ad. Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, does that mean the guidelines for Facebook? Okay.
But if that person's been, what's the word? If their name has been disclosed to the public, then I think it's kind of free reign, isn't it?
Fair game. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you with this doctor-related question?
I'm very sorry that I'm big yawn there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question.
Related
Your favorite brown creator, Jus Reign, has released his series on Crave.
Late bloomer.
Late bloomer. Problem we have, gotten is we are based here in the UK. So how do we get a hold of this?
Well, I think our
series?
friend Harry Potterson can help us there.
He DM'd me and he told me, he said he had to do some very convoluted way to get it.
So Indy, do it and then give me this simpler solution.
I'm not doing it for you.
I love it when you say that phrase.
It's true though. I'm not doing it.
But it's like you know.
It's like if you want us to talk about it in the episode, you gotta do it. I'm waiting for someone to upload the whole thing to Twitter. That's what I'm waiting for.
I did listen to his interview though. I thought he was
which one?
The 30-minute Tom Power, I think.
The audio one.
Audio, yeah. I thought he was very measured in that. I like what he was saying.
This leading me on to my next question. I'm starting to think he did those interviews because he had to with certain people for the show. He's a very for the culture kind of people. I was surprised that he didn't do any interviews with any brown creators, but if you're his PR team, you're probably thinking, hang on, he's already got the brown audience. He doesn't need to go and do a promo tour for it. Everyone's going to be amped up for it. They're all going to support. Let's go and try and publicize it to a broader audience.
That's true.
But in some of those interviews, it looked like he just wasn't fully into it.
See, so I saw in that other WhatsApp group we were talking about with the Cloud 9000 boys.
I saw that and I was like, that was a bit...
Yeah,
that weird interview.
That one was a bit dead. But to be honest, the person interviewing, clearly, she had no interest. Her questions are very much just like, it's all programmed like, so what made you do this? And then, she'd ask her like a kind of programmed questions. I'm like, yeah, you don't get this. Whereas I thought the Tom interview, it felt a bit more real. Like he's really trying to get into it. And to be fair, like, remember, I spent a little bit of time with Jus Reign, and back in the day, Just Meet was just like any other kind of young person, right? But he just seemed very kind of like, measured in his own space. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to do something different. And I'm interested to see the show once, like you said, we get access. Once Indy gets access, I'll get access.
If we get access, I don't know if it's going to be released over here because it is on a streaming network called Crave. It's only available in Canada.
When Indy gets access.
Let's see.
Presupposition.
The other thing is that it's difficult to try and get him to be open and honest about things because people are being a bit conspiratorial, saying that's not why you went away. Essentially, in that interview, he got asked, why did you take a break and not tell anyone? He said, I just wanted to go away for a bit and figure myself out. I've lived my life through a camera for years. I want to be myself. Obviously, everyone's big into like the bigger reason, the bigger conspiracy. So it's probably not going to satisfy a lot of people's wants for like a bigger story.
Why can't it be that simple?
Yeah, or they might try and draw some parallels between the show and him and be like, oh, this is what happened to him. He was like sending pictures and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, relax. It's based on him, not his actual real life. Chill.
I think it probably is based a lot on him, though. He just say it like, what's the name his character name is Just Me. That's his real name.
Yeah. But it's based on him. But being based on a true story, there is some lingo and
exactly.
some
Masala.
movements that can happen to make a good story. And obviously sending nudes and getting that leaked out to everywhere is very in for today's kind of scandal. So
It's like when people ask me, like, why didn't you like Indy? When you first met, I was like, he's a twat. But yeah, but there must be more to it. I was like, nope, straight twat.
you love me. Let's not do this.
Yeah, now. But it's taken many years. Many years of attrition. Nothing you learn about in geography, Indy.
That's me. Listen, that's why I said it. That degree came in clutch, man. Erosion. Attrition. War of attrition, some would say.
He just saw me and Sanj. He's like, these two. एक नाल में podcast करना, एक नाल में ब्याह कराना, एक नाल में बच्चे करना. Obviously not me.
But thank you for clarifying that, mate.
Yeah. And he's like, what shall I use? What is, in my whole degree, what principle can I take? Attrition, erosion. That's it.
Erosion. Anyway, I hope the show does well. I'm going to try and find it. If anybody knows how to find it, please drop us a DM. Help us navigate this problem, because loads of people are out there trying to find out. Jump on TikTok and everyone's like, how the fuck do I watch it?
YouTube de pado.
They ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
It's a bit like how anything on Netflix never appears anywhere except on Netflix because they copyright strike it immediately and get things taken down. Even snippets from things like The Last Dance, all taken off YouTube. Nothing there. Even on TikTok, it might have the audio taken off it. They're very on it.
So things like Friends, though, like you can see those clips openly on YouTube.
Yeah, but those clips were aired on Friends on other channels before it made its way to Netflix.
Oh, I see. You're saying if Netflix
it's been through other channels. If it's gone straight to them, I assume they have the first party refusal rights or whatever it's called, or ownership rights.
Okay, makes sense.
Anyway, those are my two questions, Dad. Karan, tell me yours.
All right, Mitra. So we're gonna do a bit more Punjabi. Yeah. So in the beat, je kise ne thwade praune, you know what praune means, yes?
Guest.
Right. Je praune aage, and we'll just caveat this: there's no singular, there's no prauna. Praune.
Isn't it prona?
Yes, I was testing you. Very good, buddy.
There is a prona. Yeah, exactly. A singular is a prona.
There is. Chilla. Unnati. All right, 29. Okay, thank you. So, je unnati praune aage tere ghar, huh?
Yes.
And you're going to ask them, would you like something to eat or drink? Right. Say you got to ask them, would you like
have
some
to
food?
ask them. It's customarily.
Oh, that's not the question there, though. What
Not
would
customarily, it's customary.
What's the question? What's the expression in Punjabi? Would you like something to eat?
Kush khana tea?
What's
Dasi
it
kush
mean?
khana?
Yeah, good. All right, and tea?
Dasi cha peena?
All right. And that makes absolute sense, doesn't it? You're asking the question, "Tusi cha piyunge?" That's probably a better way of saying
Okay, that's a
Tusi-
level up. That is okay.
Tusi cha piyunge?
Advanced. Me and my little beginner pack. Yeah.
Tusi roti khaunge? Which is more like, will you take food? It's been more like posh, like I'll take
my
lunch
food if I put
I'll
it on the
take
plate in
lunch
front of
here.
you.
Right. Now, there are certain parts of India, Punjab, where Indy, they ask it in this way, which is like a double negative, messes with your head, but they're actually asking the same thing. Ready?
Go on.
You've come to my house now.
Yes.
You've come in. Indy, cha ta nahi pini?
Oh.
Roti ta nahi khani? Listen to it. You don't not want to eat the food. Roti ta nahi khani? Cha ta nahi pini? Not tusi cha piyunge? That makes sense. Tusi cha piyunge? Would you like tea? Cha ta nahi
There's a
pini?
choice there.
You don't want tea, do you? You don't want to eat. Roti ta nahi khani?
But that's a guilt trip.
Cha ta nahi pini?
That's
Good.
literally a
You don't
guilt
want-
trip.
What do you mean?
It's just, are you not going to eat? That's what it's basically saying.
No, it's
even
not-
though
it's
it's
it's translated
you're not going
as-
to eat this. It's basically saying, are you
No,
not
no.
going to eat this?
No, yeah. But the literal translation is not what the other thing you said. The literal
Yes, I
translation
know,
is-
but it's hinting
it's-
at that.
It's you don't want to eat, do you? That's the question. You don't
Yes.
you don't want to drink, do you? No, you don't. But they're actually asking, do you want tea? And it's such a weird way of asking it. Me and mom were talking about the other day. Cha ta nahi pini? Roti nahi khani.
So what do you say
So-
back to that to actually opt in?
हाँ जी चाह पियेंगे ऐसी.
So in English, what does that mean? It's like, you don't want a drink, do you? No, I do want a. Sorry, yes, I do want a.
Yes, I would. I would very much like a drink, please. I'm quite parched.
That's the opposite extreme right there, man. Very.
Your mic's gone. Have you done it on purpose? Oh, you're doing Henry Hoover. See, he gets to be Henry Hoover now. Oh, yeah. Go on, mate. Come on. Sniffly. Your little pink top on.
I'm not having a good time here, mate. My nose is so
Yes,
runny.
well.
Hi.
I don't think listeners really wanted to know that. All right, mate. You're making some obscene faces right now.
Trying not to. I'm going to get another tissue. Carry on.
Okay. So, yeah, guys, which other ways have you got of asking in Punjabi about, when people come around and you're asking them about food and roti pani? That's another expression, roti pani. It doesn't actually mean pani. Even though we use pani, we actually mean other drinks as well.
I think it kind of means
Drinks.
it's basically, do you want bread and water? That's what it is in English.
It means like food and drink in it. That's what.
Yeah,
it should
basics.
mean.
Do you want the basics? Bread and water. Yes. Okay, very good.
ਹੋਰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਣਾ. Bus. Imagine you did that, roti pani, and you actually brought a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Some pani. Aap tera bread.
There you go.
Aap tera pani. Very good.
I'll make it posh. I'll give you a slab of butter. There you go.
What's that thing? Bread roll.
Butter.
Butter.
Now we take it another level and get that olive oil and the balsamic vinegar.
Oh, I had that
Sourdough.
Where did I have that, Indy? Where did I have that? Yes, another Italian restaurant was at Bicester. And at Bicester, end of the shopping day, Shindy me and Akam were having some food. I actually got commended by another family. They were like, really good that you're getting out of the house. They asked like how many weeks and stuff. And I was like,
Okay. I thought they were just saying that to you, like, it's good that you're kind of coming out of the house. Okay.
oh no, there was no racism, Indy. Don't worry.
Okay.
Bicester's full of what? Jinne apne? Not full of gores.
Actually, it's full of all kinds of people. It depends on who you're with.
Asians, man. It's full of Asians.
No,
Asians
it's full of all kinds of people, man.
Techiyan, man.
No. All kinds of people.
Gore are the minority. When I say Gore, I mean British indigenous people here are the minority.
Okay. Indigenous people. Okay.
You know what I mean. Do you know that, like 5-6 generation at there? They don't come there.
Acha.
They do. They're sensible. They come, they get their one item, they walk around, they have khana khuna, they have chai cup, and they go home. Our people come, I want to be in the line for Prada, I want to be in the line for Gucci, for Ralph Lauren, sara kuch lena main. Sara kuch.
I go into them. I go into those stores and I think, what's the purpose of being here? Like, the kappa is nice, but
But is it?
It's still not. It's still not worth the price tag.
It's not. Is it that nice? That's good. And the thing is now, I think we're both kind of away from that kind of illusion. And as much as you say, I think you do have a frugal mindset when it comes to these types of things. It's what's the value of this thing I'm buying? Is it going to give me that much joy?
People think it comes with a label of status.
Yeah, that's it. Status symbols, absolutely. And when people are trying to flash it, the guys who wear the belts, and you're just like,
Flex.
okay, I can see it. Like, but okay, bad man. But last 2 seconds, then it's like
wearing your bad boy belt around your Primark jeans. Yeah. Priorities all mixed up, mate.
Yeah, like that guy in the plane. Remember I told you? Had to turn the
Gucci,
Gucci.
aha.
Good impression, Andy. Good impression. Yeah. Remember the guys who were protecting him in the comments? Like,
Better people
maybe
were
he
getting
likes
triggered
it or
about that. Why don't you tell people what exactly happened?
Manu yaad nahi hun, Andy. What was it? It was a guy. Yeah, it was big man. Rocked up in all this like kind of gear, gold chain, topi, Gucci this, Armani this, Prada this. Big man. Indy words. Big man sitting in economy. Chill out, bro. I think a man's in like business and first like just chilled. Buying kapre from like Primark.
Was this on Air India?
This was British Airways.
Okay, very good, very good.
We don't do them things, innit?
No, we don't.
No AI, no AI 113, no AI 114.
None of that.
No,
we don't deal with Air India anymore.
No.
Galt kam ya.
Galt cheese, yeah. I'm not saying anything against Air India, but Indeed has a very strong views against Air India. So yeah,
they're
Just
not a
to make
good
that
airline.
clear.
I'm sorry. And you know what's funny? Other people have been dragging them through the mud as well on TikTok. People send me those things, And they're like, look, someone else posted this. Look, someone else posted this. I'm like, yeah, I'm not alone. Thank you.
Indy, find the good fight.
I am. I'm trying to. Also, Karan, any other Punjabi-isms there to cover? Because I feel like that was a brief one, but you've given me the navigation now for what to say. What if they say to me, "Tusi roti nahi khana?" and I say no? Then it's like, oh.
As in, what's your point there? Sorry, what's your question? As in, you were being a bit rude.
Yeah, because now they're trying to trip you into it and you just didn't take the bait. They're like, well, that's rude. It's rude that I didn't say yes to your no.
So you wouldn't say no. So what would you say if the English sentence is, I've already eaten? What's that?
I've already eaten. That's it.
In Punjabi, dodo.
Oh, okay.
Why would I ask you in English and then you repeat it back in English?
Because you just said in English, you donut, right?
I gave you in English.
Oh, shut up. Name kaki icy? Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Makake aya.
Kaki aya. Okay.
Or you could do when you add in here's another thing Punjabi people do. You add in loads of expression to fill in words. You're like, bawful. Where it's like English. Bawful. Oh, no. Oh, here's the expression. Right. You know when you've eaten too much, what do you do with your hands to say I'm full? Yeah. And on your body, where would you go on your body? You'd be like, oh, the food's sitting where?
You rub your belly.
Yeah, or you go.
I haven't seen that.
No, because with all the foods come all the way up to here. So in Punjabi, they're like, oh, ette tak aa gaya. Oh, ette tak, it's up to here. That's what you say. It's proper over the top. And so as an example, when I was what's the word? Captured at Kerala residence, when I went to retrieve your Dechi, that would eventually
break a week later. Yes,
give martyrdom in Italy. So I was with Rhoda. Me and Rhoda had come from Nando's plus dessert. So very full. And mom was in the kitchen, Massi, and she started pulling out the roti. I think it was sag or.
But you couldn't have escaped it. In that situation, you could say what you want. You're going to eat the food on the plate.
But we didn't. We didn't eat it.
You ate nothing.
Zero. We had half glass of juice. Now he's more concerned about
your ability.
Now he's more concerned about his hospitality.
How dare you not take the roti that my mum slaved away in the kitchen for you?
Yeah. It was more because I was having a conversation with CSK, but the corner of my eye, I could see.
You could see the patile shuffling. Something was being moved.
No, but she wasn't. It wasn't like being asked. It was like you.
It's like you are going to eat this.
You're going to eat. Teri liye banaya.
Yes.
That's the
word. That's the phrase. That's the phrase. Especially.
Thode liye.
There you go.
Asi tak khande nahi. Yeah. That's another Punjabi thing, huh? If guests come round, it's like you could have dal all week, yeah. Basic dal, same dal every single day. But guests are coming, everything comes out. Especially
all the special nuts, special cutlery, special plates, special glasses, juice you haven't seen before. You're like, wait, we had this. Mum's like, I went out to get it today. Yeah. Special whiskey, special everything.
Special whiskey. And there's like serving platter type things you have. You're right. It's that stuff, that silverware that you look at and you think, when do we ever use this? And it's like, I don't know, 5 times in your life, once a decade it'll come out. And you're like, oh, this is the reason we get to use the special thing. The thing comes off the table. You can really see the table. The tap leather's gone.
You can see the nice clean table. No scratches on it.
Oh, special glass.
Lay the table perfectly.
I'll tell you what the piece de resistance is when you're doing Punjabi food like prime time, right? It's when the salad
comes out. They call it hosting.
Hosting is when salad comes out, Indy, and there's nimbu slices. Nimbu is elite. When you see the half lemon slices and you're like, yo.
Why do you put half lemon slices in salad?
Oh, bro, that's such a Punjabi thing, man, because then you squeeze it on your food. You ever seen that?
Oh, I thought you meant for like everyone to have their own individual nimbu for their food.
Oh, no. I meant on the general salad plate.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Okay. Oh, but that's what I'm saying. It's really elite, man. It's really elite. For example, say you're having Punjabi khana. Will you have salad with it?
No.
Okay, if we do, it's mainly going to be Pyaz, gatte, gande in your case, right? That's the max we'll probably do. Maybe some kide. Kide, you know
Yeah.
kide? Yeah?
No.
Cucumber.
Oh, cucumber. Ooh, you know that.
We'll have
That's a
that.
new
And that
word.
really goes back to Nanaji. Nanaji used to, as a starter, have basically cucumbers and then you have his main. So we kind of all adopted that.
Mm.
But that's probably the max. But again, if family, like, if you're hosting, then it's full salad. Not salad, salad.
Salad. That's it, salad.
Right?
I don't
Salad
understand
comes out.
why isn't it salad?
They can clearly say salad. Salad.
Is it actually that in Punjabi or is there another word for salad?
That's a good question. Google mar.
Google Mar. Okay. All right. Okay, Mar the Google. Salad in Punjabi. You know what the
What's
worst thing is?
salad?
When it gives me it. Oh, it's just show me dishes of salad. Hang on.
Very good.
Translate Punjabi to English. Punjabi, English. Other way around. Come on. Switch.
Come on.
Switch.
Basic internet.
Salad.
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 Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a salad.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. So it's elite when you have other things on there. So you got the kire. And guys, just tell us what you have. When you're hosting, when your mom is doing the proper, guests are coming from India, they're staying in your house, you need to give them the proper tea. What's on this? You got cucumber, you got onions, you got nimbu. We sometimes have radishes on there. Like you got all this avocado. I saw avocado once. I was like, yo, this is some elite levels.
Listen, we still need to try avocado paratha. Okay.
Yes, you need to come over.
I'll happily come over. Invite me.
Then look at the invite. Didn't get the.
Yeah.
That's another one. See that?
Yes.
The putta.
Yeah.
Then look at the invite. I've never invited you.
Yeah. Invite me,
you practically live here. You're like,
sure I do.
I'm coming down to Warsaw.
Sometimes
And
I
it's
show
like,
up.
so
Sometimes
what day
I
am
show
I
up
coming?
unannounced. I show up unannounced. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not podcasting today. He's like, yeah, I thought we'd just hang out. No.
Yeah, we can come chill. Don't worry. Extra pair of hands for the baby. See? When I phrase it like that. Oh, okay.
The problem is we get PG.
Indy.
We get PG.
What do you mean we get PG?
Podcast guilt. If you come
I
round,
thought you meant parental guidance, me and you being parented by like Shindy or something.
Podcast guilt. We're together indeed. Then we get like a card. You get an itch. You're like, oh, you should do like a live. Oh, you should discuss strategy. Oh, Nimaya. This Sala.
That's you. That's not me. That's you.
No, wait. This Sala, that Ananda Garage thing about the things that came out. Oh yeah, I'll come around. We'll do a nice little mini segment on the Sala. I looked at it the other day. The length, like a full podcast. You're like,
it wasn't a full podcast. It was 50
length?
minutes. 50. Short.
Bro, what's the full podcast? What?
That's short, man. That's short. Listen, our podcast run for an hour 20 minimum. All right. If it's an hour, we rushed it that week. All right, I've got a nice shit to do. Okay, that's what it's nobody. It's always Karan's availability. And don't mind, it's his availability. Karan's like Indy. I have a tight 1 hour. Okay, I have a tight 1 hour, and then I have to go because we're overrunning. Shindi's not happy, and I'm having a bad day.
Wait. You're slipping into Harman there.
No, it's true. It's true. Like
no, I don't go.
Indy.
I don't have that rhythm to the way I speak. The rest of your impression was on point. But not the
okay, fine. I'll redo the impression.
Do it again. Go.
You're like, okay, Indy, only have an hour this week. Okay,
right.
Hard out. 8:30. Stop. Okay, I need to go. I need to go look after Shindy. Go look after Ekam. Just had a very tough day. Okay, so we need to keep this to 1 hour. Lo and behold, it runs to an hour 20.
Now the good thing is, this is the first week where I haven't batched you at my gym. It's actually nicer. So today is Tuesday when we're recording, guys, and I went to gym on Monday, and I split it up. It's actually worked really nicely. So yeah, so there you go, mate. So next time, Indy, somebody turns up, those Gyanya, they turn up at your house again, 11 o'clock.
I ain't opening the gate.
Roti tani khani?
No, Karan. I'm not opening the gate.
Okay, you'd say this.
I'll just wave. I'll wave at the window.
Indy. Andar tani aana.
I'll wave at the window. Hello.
Say that.
Hello.
Andar tani aana. You don't want to come in.
Hello.
You don't want to come in.
Hello. Just wave. Hello. Good to see you. Yes. You can leave it in the letterbox. Thank you. Yep.
You know what you should do? You know what you should do to mess with them?
There you go.
No, you'd be like, nahi. Asi Sikha, no Jehovah's Witness. No. That was so funny, man. Mess with them, innit?
Yeah, because you can't tell with the flipping lion shed on the front of the gates that we're sick. Yeah. And the condoms beneath it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
Of course it is.
When they see CSK, then they know it.
That's it.
Britasia, that's it.
Arjun Valley. There you go.
There you go, mate.
Right, last segment. What is happening, my fellow doctor friend?
I'll tell you what's happening. How long we had this podcast for?
3 years.
Right. And in those 3 years, if you scroll back, and I know there are people that do that, go and look at our reels. Look at how the quality of the reels has evolved. Our skill has evolved. The level of editing has evolved. All this stuff has evolved. Yes, our team. Okay. There's no I in team. There's no team. There's no I in team.
There's an ME in that motherfucker. All right. In the words of Kobe Bryant. Thank you. All right.
Just not going to say that point anymore now. You were completely
Well, go on. Say it.
Just derail that point. Anyway, it's not about you. You're making it about yourself again, okay? I've given you all the credit. What more do you want? Your name is first in the podcast. Here we go. When we did a live event, which is coming up, Salio, if you haven't seen it, we're partnering with Trucky.
Oh, yeah, actually.
And Ox,
yes.
Oxboy Productions. Go on, guys. What do you want to say?
Yes. No, please plug it. I keep forgetting to plug it every episode.
Guys, Saturday, 3rd of February, Punjabi Men's Mental Health. This event.
Week this is out now.
Right.
Go on to the link below in our description. We will put the link to the event right there. It's this Saturday.
It's
if you tune into this episode late, soz. But yeah, hopefully you guys see it.
Guys, it's a free event. It's been held in Birmingham. This is kind of like a pilot for us. We hope to bring it to other parts of the UK, make it a bit of a roadshow. We're just really trying to have real conversations, interact with real people, get into real discussions. Look, stuff we've done on the podcast, right? But we want to bring it to the people. So make sure you're there. I can't remember the point I was going to make, Indy. Oh, yeah.
You were going to say 3 years, go back. How long are we doing this for?
No, I was going to say at live shows, we'll do the thing, are you team Indy, team doctor? I like doing that in comments sometimes now when we disagree on things like the whole dal thing and the protein or whatever. So team Indy, team doctor.
Yes.
3 years, editing has gone up supremely. Right? Then the mystery character of this whole podcast, the CSK, the man himself, Don Pradhan, Khera Saab, CSK, Jagge de Daddy, Dada Daddy, gets revealed and just completely smashes our algorithm with the lowest quality editing. You got Sanj walking in the video. You know what? I've watched that video so many times now. By the way, guys, it's on track to do 500,000 views. I can't even.
I'm so sick of that song.
It's a bad boy song, but 500,000. The thing that pisses me off is you didn't record more because the song is about to drop when it finishes.
No, I did that on purpose to give people a bit of an unsatisfying feeling to watch it again.
You're a kutta, man.
I'm kidding. I didn't. It actually ended there because I moved the camera to Sanj after to see how she did, and she flopped. So I was like, okay.
You could have put that in there. That would have been quite funny.
No, I wasn't going to put that in. I'm not going to ruin Dad's moment.
Oh, it's not about belittling your wife. It's about ruining Dad's moment.
It's about my dad, man.
It's about your dad, man. Absolutely. Now, it's how
it was her idea to post it.
It's how casually he walks up to the line and how casually he walks back after his
solid fist bump. Solemn like.
It's like his kundi amount went up a level as well. I know you look at it. He's just like, calm. He's basically saying, calm ho gaya.
I need to clarify something. People think that Dad hit a strike. He didn't. He hit a spare, but it looks like he hit a strike. But he did hit a strike in a previous go.
Yeah. This was the second go. That's what it was. Yeah. But it's like this is like Jang de Fateh hogi. Yeah, he's like we've got victory in the battle. It's like literally like that. But yes,
when I called him and told him, I said, Dad.
Yeah, go on.
Dad, nearly 350,000 people have seen your video.
You tell me in English or Punjabi?
I said it in English. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go on. Then.
And then he started laughing. He said, "Oh bloody hell!" And then he started laughing. And Dad's got a wheezy laugh. Dad's got a wheezy laugh. And then he started saying that. I think he's very like, I can't imagine that many people seeing it. I'm like, Dad, you're famous now.
So you sending the voice note, the bloody hell, is just so good. It's so good.
Yes.
And then, like San said, we're waiting for CSK to be sent it to him in a WhatsApp group, in the multiverse of WhatsApp group.
Someone will send it to him at some point, I'm sure.
You should check in and be like, has it come back to you? Because someone was reckoning, like, yeah, but
I wouldn't be surprised if Dad found it and sent it to his friends himself. He's like,
self-leaked.
I'm him.
Self-leaked.
He's like, it's me. It's me.
So yeah, guys, like, you know, one of our goals this year for IG was to hit 500k on a reel, and like I said, with zero editing, this might casually unpinned. It's been pinned now, but unpinned is just casually just every day I check it, it's like another 100,000. I'm like, okay, just killed it. And some of the comments, Indy.
Some people said he
wankers
bowled. In fact, no, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
up
you
now.
bring it up. You bring it up. You bring it up. You call out those wankers, those nameless people.
Indy has name people. That's me.
I said those nameless people. Indy has some
it.
top level.
205 comments, by the way.
That's a lot.
Anyway, carry on. I'm going to try and find it. Hold on.
I want you to find the one about the bowling police. That one's brilliant.
Oh, I'll explain that in a second. That was on I'm Just Bestie. Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm Just Bestie picked it up again, so that was nice to be featured on there again.
Yeah, thank you guys for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you, and Desi Block, shout out to them as well. Yes, thank you for picking up the clip as well.
Where is it? No. There's a lot of comments to go through. I'm trying to skim read them.
It's great use of time on the podcast, isn't it? Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
If you're listening at this point, you're clearly an engaged listener. You're one of the people that DMs us and tells us how much you love us. Thank you so much. I'm going to take this moment actually to just tell you guys how full of gratitude we are every time we read one of those messages. He's found it. We do love you all. I'll park that and come back to it. That's it.
And that's how Darji bowls over aunties in the pind.
That's it, man.
He killed me when they said.
I'm telling you, man. It's straight.
I was howling when they said that. I was like, nah, you can't be talking about my dad like that.
CSK, straight killer, man. He's killer Jata. He's KJ. He's killer Jata. I'm telling you.
KJ, Jesus.
KJ. That's it. Killer Jata.
All right, I'm going to try and find this idiot one now, yeah? Hang on. Here you go. Cap. He threw it too low to the ground. I said, oh no, it's the bowling police. And someone said, I bowled the top 250s, kid. And I thought, this has never screamed sadder in my life. I didn't say it, but I was like, okay. And now, oh wow, there's 21 comments underneath. These lot are beefing each other, you know? Yo, let's read this. Hang on. Bro, who the fuck asked? The guy replied, you mad? Response, learn to speak English, then talk. Focus on that dusty hairline. He responds back, you mad too? He says, Diddy Ma was when she saw what a disappointment she got when you came along. The guy replies, but she loves me and she doesn't work. I retired both my parents. The guy says back, she used you, mate. Use the money first to fix that hairline next time, pal. The guy replies, but I get girls left and right easily. Life is good. The guy said cousins don't count, honey.
Oh, shit.
I don't have a shitty life like you. The guy says, you are the shitty thing in this life, though.
Oh.
Jesus.
You're ripped, man.
The guy just keeps on laying into him. My God. All right, Jesus.
This is somebody laying into the guy who made the initial comment against that.
Yeah, the 250 bowl comment, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's really humbling. Really humbling. That clip just shows, man. Just shows. It's a lot of
we love all you guys.
We love all you guys, and take your parents out, do things with them, have fun with them, make memories. If a lot of our parents had similar experience where they sacrificed a lot of their time to set up shop so we could have easier lives, and we got to go to cinema with our friends and do all that kind of stuff when we were growing up. So give back. That's all it is. Mother's Day coming up in March, so kuch karo.
Take them to go and do stuff, man.
That's it.
It's the name of the game.
That's that. And then yeah. So Indy, what's happening with you, my friend?
I've got two things. Number one, recommendation: read Empireland by Sathnam Sanghera or Sathnam Sanghera, depends on how you want to say it. Top author. Maybe one day I'll come on the pod. Maybe he won't. I will reach out. I'll see what I can do. But top book, please read it. His new book, Empire World, is out this week. Definitely worth the read. Quick synopsis: a breakdown of how British colonialism kind of molded the world in both books. That's the easiest way that I can break it down to you. The influence it had for centuries and how much of an impact it had on us coming over here. How to deal with like those little racist comments of people saying, go back to where you're from. all that kind of good stuff. It's a fantastic read. It's hard to read through if your attention span is low. It can get really difficult, but keep going through it. Read back over it. It will definitely what am I trying to say? It will definitely make a difference to you. There you go. There is a lot of impact that comes with the book. A lot of impact of thinking it ran this deep. You're like, yes, it ran this deep.
And it deepens your hatred for the royal family, I presume, Indy.
No, it wasn't that. It was just, it's more of an insight into how we didn't see how much of an impact it had on the rest of the world and how far it went, or how certain parts of British history get celebrated over other parts that isn't spoken about. So you got to have the good with the bad. They both have to be put on display. That's more of a synopsis breakdown of the book.
Very good, Indy. Very good.
There we go. Second thing, I've got a tooth op in 2 days, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want any more operations, but I need to have this one done. So
you want to skip up the list, do you? Do you want to put a good word in? Sorry,
no, I can't. No, I've waited my turn for this one.
Not waiting my turn. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Do you
remember a couple of years ago I had my operation done, where I had my 2 wisdom teeth taken out?
Yes.
And I had my back right tooth. There was a little bit of the root that was on the nerve. And they said we have to leave it in there because if we take it out and interrupt with the nerve, you could potentially have permanent numbness on the right side of your mouth. So I said, we'll leave it in. No, and then when we were on our little staycation, I said it was poking out. And Shindy looked at it and said, yeah, it's poking out. So I went to go see a dentist friend. She said it needs taken out because it's pushing into your molar and there's a little bit of decay, so you need a filling. So she said, I'll get the extraction booked in for you. I'm going to send you to the hospital to have it done. So she booked me into the hospital. It took about 3 months to get done. And now I'm having the procedure.
So what is it done under local or general?
Local. You're always awake. Yeah, you're always awake. Yeah. I've never had one done fully knocked out. It's not necessary either because it's quite excessive to have that. I feel like they do that in America, but not over here. Never knock someone out for a tooth op. You're always conscious for it.
Good. General anesthetic, not a joke, man.
It's not. I've woken up from it and sent you guys pictures of how I looked when I woke up from mine. That was bad. I don't like I've been punched in the face twice.
Yeah, there's that. Both eyes. You're disoriented, aren't you?
Madly. And the funny thing is, the doctor comes in and tries to talk to you, and you're like, yeah, whatever you say. Yeah. And then you go back to sleep, you wake up, and then you're like,
did that happen? Did that really happen?
Was someone talking to me? Yeah, what happened? Like, and the doctor came and spoke to you. I'm like, well, what did he say? Clearly it's important. Right? Was it a success? I don't know.
Like in the time that you were out, tera podcast na to flop ho gaya. So yeah.
Oh, Baji, tell me something new. I already knew it was.
You know what's interesting? So the other day we had somebody reach out and wanted to start a podcast, and you gave some advice. I gave some voice note advice, and I was just like, there's one bit where I was telling about the metrics. And I was like, there's going to be a point where you're putting in a lot of hard work and nobody gives a shit. I think people do give a shit, but you just don't know who they are. And there's no validation. There's no metrics to give you any kind of like cushy or peace. There'll be nothing. And you just have to carry on. And those are the days, mate, when we used to have 3 views on a reel or something. Or like
that was a good time.
0. Yeah. Oh man, it's paid our dues, man. We paid our dues.
Still paying them.
Still paying them. Yeah, still paying them. Still progressing. Still trying to put out the best product we can for you guys. So thank you so much for all the support that you give us. We will continue to grow, man. We got that live event that hopefully some of you will attend. We're going to be doing more live events. We're going to be doing some challenge videos. We're going to do some collaborations. We're going to do a lot of different things. Yeah.
A few announcements coming soon. Let's just put it that way.
TBC.
People, thank you for this 6th episode. Please like the video on the way out. Much love and goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for watching. Check out the rest of our episodes here and don't forget to subscribe here. We'll see you guys on the next one.